Good Sunday morning, everyone. My name is Amy Williams, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Thank you so much for joining me today. It is Sunday, July 2nd, 2023. Now, this is actually a pretty big week this week in Stampin' Up! So they're coming out with what's called their online exclusives, and they do this several times a year. This is a new a new way of doing things. They're still having their catalog, they're still having the 2 minis, but they're also having online exclusives, and that allows them to make sure they're on trend and they've got, the newest trends out there for you. So that's pretty exciting. So they're doing a new one. There's some really cool stamp sets. They have that 2 of them that demonstrators were allowed to purchase beforehand. And I did purchase them. One of them was a Christmas stamp. That's so cute. Another one is a floral stamp that I purchased and then realized I wrote the wrong number when I typed in the wrong number when I got my order, and it was a snowflake stamp. Not the same, but I'll use it at Christmas, so it's okay. Anyway, I digress. So another one that we got a sneak preview for has a truck punch. Oh my goodness, it is so cool. So those go on sale. We don't have it. I don't have it yet. No, we couldn't order those yet, but we did get a sneak peek at it. That happens July 6th that you can start ordering that. I hope they have a lot of those punches because I feel that that is going to sell out pretty quickly. They also have another deal on July 6th that's also very exciting. I haven't seen them do this before. Maybe they haven't, I just didn't see it. So what they're doing is from July 6th to the July 31st is bonus buys. So for every $50 you spend, you get $5 worth of free product that you will get to spend in August. Now, that's really cool, and I want you to really think about this. I always am thinking the math stuff for me. So my thing is that if you spend $150, that considers you a party. And what that is you get stamping rewards. And I always try to get stamping rewards when I make an order. So with that $150, you get $15 worth of free product. So for your $150, you're really getting $165 worth of product. But if you do it in July, you're going to get another $15 to spend in August. And that is, okay. So that's $180 worth of free product that you will get with your $150. I'm always looking to do things. And if you're in one of the states that does a tax-free weekend, save that $15, use it on your tax-free weekend, and you're going to get your order tax-free, which is even better. So that's just me, not working the system, but being smart with my money. And we all have to do that today. Okay, so let's get with the card. So what we're going to do is we are going to use this Friendship Royalty stamp set. I saw this in the catalog and knew I had to have it. I just think it's adorable. And I did a card for it with my stamp club, and I like the card. I do think it's really cute, but I wanted to kind of jazz it up. I thought, it just needs a little bit more. So this is what I did today. I'm going to show you how I kind of changed my thought process as I went, but I'm going to flip the camera so I can show you what we did. Here we go. All right. Now, all right. So there's this. So this is an easel card. So here is the card that I did with my stamp club. Okay. Cute. And it comes and then it goes like that. And then it stands up on that little the wand, okay? And you are born to be fabulous, not perfect. Now this also has to the birthday queen if you wanted to do that, and I'm going to show you how I did that. So I liked that, but I was like, I feel like there needs to be a little something more. So the next one I did was this one, okay? I was like, I'm going to add I changed this part of it. I kept the main focus of the card, But I didn't feel like, and I love this paper, and I'm going to show you this paper in a minute because it's, oh my gosh, gorgeous. But I didn't feel like this bubble gum, I didn't feel like it really added to the card, okay? And I changed how I did the wand. I did it in bubble gum, okay? And I liked it. I used Lights Aglow die cut, and I knew when I got this that the Lights Aglow had to go with it. Okay. So this is what I ended up with, okay? I ended up doing this, okay? And then doing it here. And it is a monochromatic card, which I do like a monochromatic card. So let me real quick show you this shimmer paper that is in the catalog. It is in the regular catalog. You get one sheet of five different colors. You get this Berry Burst, which, oh, I love this color. The next one that you get is Bubblegum. So pretty. You also get my other three favorite colors. Lost Lagoon. I hope that comes on the camera. Night of Navy. Oh. And Pretty Peacock. I just think this set of colors is absolutely stunning, and there's so much you can do with it. So I just think in person, I don't even think the camera can do it justice because I just think it is gorgeous in person. So that's my plug. That's in the catalog, and you could get that, you know, on your thing. Anyway, all right, so let's get with our card. Okay, we are going to start by doing we're going to start by doing the background because I want all that done at the same time. So what I did was I took the Lights Aglow, and here is the Labels Aglow. Sorry, Labels Aglow. Here's that stamp set or die set. Man, I can't even speak. And here is what you get. Let me get the other one. So you also get the one we used, okay? So you get that. Now I want you to see how this is. This does not cut out the center, and it does not cut out around. Same thing for this, and same thing for these, okay? It just cuts out the look, all right? The dots, I mean. So when I did that, and I did try, I thought, oh, I'm gonna do it, and then I'm gonna cut around the circle. I didn't do very good because I tried to do it freehand. But what you could do is take it and trace it and then cut it if you wanted it like that. You can also go in the middle with your 2-inch circle punch and punch that out if you wanted to. This you would just cut out. All right, so I ended up doing that in white, and I went ahead and did it just because I don't think it's as fun to watch me die cut as anybody else. So this is 3 1/4, okay, by 3 1/4 square. That's what I did on this one. And as I say, I'm not going to do that for you. I don't think you need me to do that. All right, now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get this right here, okay, and I'm going to stamp on it with Berry Burst, okay, and I am going to do the You Were Born to Be Fabulous. So I'm going to stamp that in Berry Burst, and I'm going to stamp it kind of in the middle. This one is, again, it is 3 1/4, but you can use any piece of scrap paper you have for this, all right? So I'm going to go ahead. I shouldn't close that. I'm going to use it like 60 more times. All right. So I'm going to take this and put it into this is my 2 3/8 inch. I don't have my glasses on. Let's see. Glasses. 2 3/8 inch punch. Okay. This is the largest of the punches that we have. So I'm just going to take it. I'm going to center it. And I'm going to punch it like that. Boop. Just like that. And that's going to fit on here. It's a little bigger, yes. And I tried the smaller one, but quite honestly, I don't think I have that one. Maybe I have it in the trash. Hold on. I do. Here it is. I did it in the one that's one smaller in the 2-inch, and I just felt like the sentiment was too big. So if you have that one and you don't mind that it's so close to the ends, then you can do that. I liked it a little bit bigger, and I just felt like that. And you can still see the stuff behind it, behind it, okay? But that was just me. You can do however you want, because remember, it's your card. Okay, here's the next thing we're going to do. I'm going to get this. Now, I have 2 pieces of basic white that are 5 1/4 by 4. Okay, 5 1/4 by 4. I have 1 piece of white that is 5 by 3 3/4. All right, and if you look at this, this goes here, and I also have one that goes here. So those are my 2 larger ones, and then this is my smaller one. So we're going to work on this one next, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to get Smoky Slate and this little swirly majig right here. I love this little swirly majig, so I'm going to tap it, and I'm just going to stamp it around. And when you do something that you want to be kind of random, you want to make sure you go off the page, okay? The first one I didn't do that, and it did not look good. And you can see I kind of like how these kind of fit together, because see, you know, the swirlies. And then I'm going to do another one here. Okay, see how I'm just letting that go off the page? Sometimes I think we forget that that's a good thing to do. This middle part really isn't going to show, so, but I'm still going to do it because that's just who I am. All right, there's that. Let's see, I'm going to do one here like that. And then I'm going to let this go like that in that little, you know, thing right there. Oh, I kind of messed that up. That's okay. I'll live. That's okay. It's all good. I'm gonna go like that. And I think that's good. Okay, so let me close up Smoky Slate. All right, so I've got this one, okay? And I've got lots of these that I'm gonna do this technique on. And this little technique that I'm gonna do, I really thought everybody knew. And I thought, well, nobody cares about this. But at my stamp night the other night when we did it, I had a lady who is a demonstrator, and she was joining us, and she was like, oh my goodness, I've never done that. And I went, oh, well, I guess if you've never done it, it's possible other people have never done it. So I'm going to open Berry Burst for the 16th time because I keep closing it out of habit. All right, and I'm going to take my birthday queen, okay, to the birthday queen, and I'm going to stamp it rather at the top of this one, okay? I want to go at the top. Because when we have our easel, I want, and you know this, I want to have a little bit of room to do it. And you know what? I'm going to be honest. Well, that's not crooked. I think it goes like that. You know what? I like it. I'm going to keep it. That's the way it's going to be. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to use our blending brush. If you know me, you know I love blending brushes. So I've got my Berry Burst blending brush. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tap it in here. Now, you can't go lighter. You can go darker, but you can't go lighter. And you can see on these where I've done things, you know, lighter and darker. Do you see that? I went really heavy-handed on this one, and I went a lot lighter on this one. So I'm going to do a little lighter. I'm going to start lighter, and then I'm going to, and if I want to add more, then I will. So I'm going to always tap it off, you know, in your corner, and then I'm just going to brush up, okay? I'm just brushing up, and I kind of want to go over it twice lightly because I don't want it to be kind of streaky across. So you can kind of see I want it to kind of do, I want it streaky, but not holes there. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. I make sense in my head, but I don't know if I make sense to other people. So I'm going to go back once like that, okay? And then again. And that's what I mean right there. See those little holes? I don't want those. That's why I'm going to go back over it. There you go. All right, so there's that one. I'm going to do the same thing to all of these, okay? And if you don't want to, if you want it to not have that, then guess what? Don't do it. It's okay. All right. I don't know why I love this technique. I've always liked doing this. I've just always felt like it really just adds, I don't know, something special to what you've got. And I really like that. So I'm gonna kind of, it's almost like you've matted it without having to use a whole nother piece of paper. That's kind of how I look at it. All right, I'm gonna take this. I'm just gonna lightly go through. And you can see I'm being a lot lighter handed on this one for some reason. Probably because if you know me, you know I don't really love dark colors, but I do love this berry burst, so I'm gonna go for it. All right. Last one is our little star sprinkle. Oh, I wanted to show you too. Look. This is in that Labels Aglow. Hello, how cool is that? So they kind of go together. They're a marriage made in heaven. All right, stamping heaven, but that's okay. All right. Last one. Again, I'm going lighter on this one because I don't know. I just am. All right. Okay. And then I can put the berry burst away for real until I decide I need it again, but I don't think I'm going to. Okay. Alrighty, so now this is done. And you can see it looks very different, but every card is different, right? So that's okay. And if I decide I wanted to add more, then I will open Berry Burst for the 9,000th time and do a little more. All right, I'm gonna set these aside because the next thing we wanna do is our crown, okay? We're gonna emboss, and I have a piece of vellum here, okay? And I'm using my Versamark and my silver embossing powder. That's why I use the smoky slate. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stamp this in Versamark, and I'm gonna stamp it on here, which I'm gonna turn this over in just a second. So I have to do this. There's already a curve where I did this before, so I have to do that. It's a thing. Okay, straight up, straight down, and straight up. That's what you've got to remember when you're doing this, okay? And then I'm gonna get my embossing powder out. All right, now this is many tubs of silver embossing powder. This is not just one. I just like to have extra. I don't know. I already feel like, oh my gosh, I've got to get more. I'm almost out. I'm not almost out, but in my head, I'm almost out. All right. So then what we're going to do is we are going to emboss this. I'm going to get my heat gun out, heat tool, and I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to turn it on too. But, you know, the only thing with embossing on vellum is you just want to make sure you keep moving your heat tool so that it doesn't burn. It can burn. And somebody asked me at Stamp Club when I said that she was a demonstrator, and she goes, have you ever burnt vellum? And I'm like, oh yeah, I've done it. If it can be done, I've done it. In fact, I was showing a technique to my team once and I totally burned it. It was on vellum. So yeah. All right, so then I've got this embossed, okay? Now I'm also, well, that's all the embossing I'm gonna do. But I am gonna use my snips to cut this out. And again, I did not think you wanted to watch me do that. So ta-da, I've got one all embossed and cut out, and you can see how I've done that. And I just want you to remember that when you are cutting out, move the paper, not your scissors, okay? That helps you get a nice even thing. All right, let's do a little bit more stamping. The next thing we're gonna do, now this is a little piece of basic white thick. And I am gonna say you probably want a thicker piece, or maybe glue 2 pieces of basic white together to make it a little bit thicker, because you want that easel to hold up, okay? And for this, I'm gonna use Memento. All right, and I'm gonna stamp the wand base. And let me just say, you could put these two together and stamp them as one, but I did not like that. And the reason is because I didn't feel I could get the star close enough down onto the wand base, okay? I wanted to make sure I could get those close enough, all right? All right, so once I have that, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get out my Stampin' Blends, and hold on. I very brilliantly put that away. Oh, no, I didn't, it's right here. All right, gray granite. I really shouldn't have gotten gray granite. I should have gotten smoky slate, which is what I just got. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take smoky slate and just kind of take that down and do the wand base. Okay. The first time I did this, I had them do it in yellow because wand stars are yellow. And I was like, yeah, but I didn't like that yellow. I thought that kind of looks, so I decided, no, I have Berry Burst. Let's do that. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my light Berry Burst to color the star. You know, we always say we have 2-sided paper, and you can always just, you know, cut it out or turn it over. But when you've used blends on it, ta-da, you can't do that because they do go through. So just so you know. All right, now I'm gonna go with my Berry Burst Dark and do a little shading. And I'm just using those dots to be where I shade. Okay. Okay, and that's all I'm gonna do. And then I'm gonna take my snips and I'm gonna cut it out just like this. Okay, I actually did one already, but I don't like it, so I'm gonna do this one because I think I like it better. Oh goodness. All right, I hope anybody have any plans for this weekend for 4th of July. I know if you live not in America, you're probably not celebrating, but if you're in Canada yesterday, happy Canada Day. We were just in Canada. I love, love, love Canada. And my son, my youngest son, is born on July 1st. So he was born on Canada Day. So, but I cannot say Canada Day without thinking of a sitcom called How I Met Your Mother. And Robin Sparkles on it. She did this thing. She's just this video. It's really funny. All right, so there's my star. Okay, and in the middle of her song, she goes, "It's Canada Day." So anytime I think of Canada Day, I have to think of that. All right, let's put this beautiful card together. Okay, so I've got this, and I've got 3 pieces of this paper. Okay. This one is 5 1/4 by 1 1/2. These are a little bit and 1 inch. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with those in just a minute. Okay, so here's how we're going to make this card, okay? I've got a regular sheet of paper cut in half, just like we would normally do your card. All right, so you're going to fold that in half. Okay, and you can use your scoring tool, but this is just me. Okay, so I'm gonna do it nice. I'm gonna do a nice bone fold here. Now I'm gonna open that up and I'm gonna fold it again to the center. Okay, to the center, fold it in bone fold. Okay, now I'm gonna set this aside because you don't need this right now. Now I have got another piece of Berry Burst that is 5 1/2 by 4 1/4, which is exactly the size of the base of the card, okay? You need it to be exactly the size of a quarter sheet of paper is what you need it to be. Okay, so I'm gonna take this. Now I've got a piece of basic white that I'm gonna put down first, okay? Okay, do that. And this one is just, you know, 5 1/4 by 4. Now I've got this piece that I'm gonna put right here, all right? I'm going to put that right on here, just like that. I just really wanted that white to make this stand out just a little bit more. Now I'm going to use the gorgeous Berry Burst paper, and it's going to go right across here, right in the center there. Okay. Da, 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 da. And it is actually a little bit short, but I'm okay with it. I don't know how that happened, but now I've got a little, you know, extra border. Okay, now here's the fun part for these. There's a reason that I did this, okay? And the reason I did this is because when you put this on here, okay, I want you to see. This shows up with the Berry Burst, but this shows up with the white, and then they didn't just pop out like I wanted them to. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my Stampin' Seal, and I'm going to put it in the corners, okay? And then I'm going to add this to the top, and I could actually add a little right there if I wanted to the bottom, okay? Just like that. So then when I put it on here, ta-da, it all is pink, and that's what I wanted. I wanted it all pink. So that was my, that's why I did that. Okay, so I'm gonna add, all right, I did not add pop dots to that. So I'm just gonna go straight on with this, but it does lift a little bit. So, okay, so I'm gonna, a little bit of that did that. Okay, I'm gonna put that like that in the middle. Like that, maybe, and there. Okay, so there is that. Now I want to take my crayon, and I am going to pop dot this up. No, I don't. I'm going to put this on first. I'm going to do this, and I am going to use Dimensionals, even though I say pop dots. Why? All right, I'm just going to do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You were born to be fabulous. Not perfect. All right, put that right there in the center. And then I'm going to put my crown on, okay? Now, I am using Dimensionals, and you can kind of see them. I'm not going to lie, you can kind of see them. If that bothers you, then what you can do is you can get your glue, okay? You can put a little bit of glue down here, okay? I'll do that this time because some people don't want that, and I get that. So you're gonna do this, and then you're gonna tap it on here. And when you do that, it really doesn't show. So you can glue without it showing. So that is, I'll do that for this, okay? And you're just gonna put it on like that, okay? But if you want it to pop up, then you can add the pop dots like that, or the Dimensionals. Okay, so now we've got this, okay? If you don't have one of these silicone mats, I don't think I could live without it. Okay, now we've got this, and this is like just a regular old card front, right? So we've got that. Oh, well, no, we don't. We're not done. We've got to add some beauty to this. And I am using the Rhinestone Basic Jewels, and I'm going to put these on because, I mean, if you're going to have a card with a crown on it, you must have Dimensionals. Like, that's not even a, to me, that's not even a question. I mean, you have to, so we're putting Dimensionals. I might go a little crazy with this. I don't know, we'll see. Definitely want to here. So I've got 5. I just want some more, y'all. I just really, I shouldn't, but I'm gonna do one more of these middle ones, and I'm gonna put it right there since that doesn't look good. No, I don't want to do that because I don't want to, pay attention to that. So I'm gonna put it right there. Okay, because I want to have an odd number. I always like to have an odd number. All right, now let's go back to our crazy card here. All right, so this is gonna go on the inside. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna put that on the inside like that. And then your wand, you're gonna put 1 dimensional right there. All right. And you kind of want to see, well, let's go ahead and put this on first. You're going to put glue only on this part of your card, only on the bottom, okay? Don't put it on the top. And then you're going to put that down, and you're going to put this on to fit exactly, all right? So that when you pull it up, it does that, all right? So I want you to kind of see how you want that to be, where you want that angle to be. So you're going to kind of look at it and you're going to go, okay, well, I like that. So then you're just going to put your thing just like that. Okay, so it comes down and it comes up just like that, your easel card. And then you have all of this room to write your message. So you're the best, I love you, blah, blah, blah. So that is our easel card, okay? I hope that you like this card. I absolutely love it. I hope you like this set. I think there's a lot of possibilities. I do not think this has to only be for children. This is actually going to my best friend for her birthday this month. So don't tell her. So that is that. As I say, you can see there's quite a difference between these two cards. And the only difference was how heavy I used on this one. Like there's a huge difference there. But I love both of them. I think they both have beautiful charm, and I you know, I just like them both. Let me know what you think of this card. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you ever have any questions, please contact me. I am always here for you. Always want to help in any way I can. I hope you have a fabulous, fabulous week. If you're in America, happy 4th of July. If you're in Canada, happy belated Canada Day. And if you're somewhere else, have a great week. We'll see you next week. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.